G'day and welcome to Black Opal Direct. My name's Justin. Well, today we're working on... Not you again! We're working on that one, not that one. Well, strap yourself in, because this one's going to be a wild ride. When you think you've got everything figured out, life throws you a curveball. How did you get in my hands? Dwayne, I'm cutting you. Get away. Rightio, well this piece actually is a typical knobby from the Wyoming field, which is about 40 to 50 kilometers north of Lightning Ridge, and it has that typical grey crockery top, and you can see that there's signs of the opal colour possibly turning black. This one has quite an undulating part of the crockery top, so it does give us an element of risk there, that the crockery might go into the colour, and if it goes into the colour we get a smaller stone because it will be considered an inclusion. So also that this colour bar goes all the way around. Let me wet it for a second so you can see it a bit better. Also the colour bar comes around, so we've got a fair bit of area here where we want our, probably, let's say fingers crossed, our main stone. And the colour does follow right around to this side here. Lots of sand on that side, and so it could be a free-form shape like this if at the best case scenario, but my thought would be that there's a possible stone there and there's a possible stone there. So we'll have to find out, work on it and see what happens, because this is very risky, this piece. I'm not sure how it's going to go. So I guess we'll get the wheel going. Some water on. So I'm taking it really slowly on the finer wheel today because the colour's really quite nice. I do need to save every carat because there's a possibility that we could cut an absolute cracking gem out of this. So what I'm going to do is start working on the side of the stone that has very little colour. To me looks like there's some red colour just above there too. It's a bit strange. Cleaning up that colour bar just to see how straight and neat it is. You can see that there's some inclusions right here that probably need to... No, they're coming out too, which is good. So I can work on this section where there is absolutely no colour. I can bring that side in so we get a better idea of how far that colour bar sits on that potch, and let's hope that it's all going to be good and all black. Alright, now you can see where I've just come on the side, there is the colour bar is just starting to shine through there, which is really cool. I'm very happy about that. So it's showing signs of, I'm not saying it's going to cut it, but signs of possibly cutting a decent sized gem. How it faces, I have no idea quite yet. Until we take the cap off the top, I just won't have a clue whether we get a nice good pattern stone or whether we get something that's grey or sheeny, or just don't know. So I think it's actually that time where I need to take the top off. So I'm going in. already starting to shine through there. I'm not sure if that's the actual colour bar. So what can happen here is the colour bar can bubble underneath this crockery top and stick up a bit. But what I'm not happy about is this sand here. I'm hoping that that sand will disappear before we hit that colour bar. Get a bit more water going. It's not bad colour coming through there now. Come on, sand. Oh wow, look at that. Hey, there we go, there's some colour coming through. That's a good sign. What's happening here, this little black spot just grew on me, so it could mean that there is a potch line going right through this stone, and that makes me really nervous. So possibly where the biggest stone's going to be could wreck me. Look at that, potch just popped up there too. This could be an absolute nightmare. Try the other side as well. Really pretty colour. I am very concerned that that is going to touch, that black there is going to touch that potch. Very, very concerned, so I have to do a little tester. Ooh. Can you see that? Can you see that colour just there? If that colour, oh my goodness. If that black and that colour touch like they do there across the whole stone and that potch disappears, we could be on a winner. Oh my goodness. So I'm just going to test this little spot here. Oh, it's getting bigger too. Oh my goodness. I could be ruining this stone by taking it down any further. But you know what I need to know? I need to know if there is good colour underneath these black spots. I have to know. That's kind of a good sign that the edges of this colour are starting to show colour through it. Oh my goodness. Take this also very slow. there's better colour below it. Come on, get out. Out. Out.
A big black blob has just appeared where I assumed would be my best gem.
That big blob. My heart sank just then, just thinking that blob might get worse, but now they're starting to show some colour through it, which is giving me a glimmer of hope. Crikey. This is getting quite heated. You can see it's got blotches of white colour and blotches of black through it. And at the moment it doesn't really look good. And if it does cut something, it's going to be a very low dome, but I'm willing to take the risk on taking this down to its absolute maximum to try and get a black gem out of this stone, because where the colour is black is beautiful. But what do you think, Dwayne? What do you think I should do?
I think the most important thing to remember when you're dealing with extreme pressure, for me, is to stay calm. It's in the calmness amidst the calamity that you're going through that you try to gain your clarity and gain your focus, because it helps you make the decision. And I also found that I'm in a position these days where in a highly stressful situation, there are a lot of people who look to me and my reactions to something that will in turn inform how they respond and how they react to the stress or the difficult scenario. So I try to keep those things in mind, try to remain calm, and make the best decision possible.
Very wise words, my friend Dwayne. Now that the colour bar is really thin and I've taken it down as far as I can go without losing it, I have to be really careful and keep my concentration high, because one slip on the edge of the wheel and I'll lose it. So using the finest wheel possible so I take the least amount off is paramount here. If you use a rough wheel, I'll put deep scratches into the colour and I won't be able to polish them out later without losing all that colour.
So it's looking like that's pretty much going to be it. I don't think I can get this any better than it is. There's a couple of cloudy spots and then dark spots. And unfortunately, it's not the perfectly clean gem that I was hoping for. But nevertheless, there's still nice colour there. Look at that. It's a free form. I might bring it just up a little bit into a nice pleasing drop shape. Just make it a little bit more even.
As this gem starts to take shape, it slightly improves and my fears of cutting a dud start to dissipate. There's enough red in this gem to carry a decent value. Why do I put myself through this turmoil, this stress? And the answer is, it's in my blood. It's something I was born to do, just like my father.
So while it's not a $15,000 gem, which I was hoping for, we still have a few $1,000s worth. guess when you get red, you got to take it wherever you can get it. So it's not bad at all. Alrighty. Towel, a bit of a clean. It's actually turned out pretty good. Let's turn this scales on. Just wear my fingers out so there's no fingerprints so I can rob a bank. And what do we got here? 5.32 carats. That's not bad. It's quite a decent sized stone, since I thought it would probably be a 2 to 3 carat stone and I was going to have to slice it. That's what I originally thought I'd be doing. So this time it's one big piece as a drop. It does have darker and lighter patches, but it's still okay. If it had no light patches, we'd be talking about a $10,000 plus stone. But right now, as it is, 5.33, it's around about 1,000 a carat. It's still nice red, really pretty red. So we're looking at approximately about $5,000, yeah, $5,000 stone. So very, very happy still. All right, well, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Sleep well, Dwayne. One and a two and a one and a two, two. G'day and welcome. Hear me out. That's so shit.
I hope.
Awesome.
You're filming, I
So
knew you
I'm
were.
trying to cut this opal today, but Dwayne up there has been annoying me all day, and he wants me to cut him, but I'm scared of him and I just want to cut this one.